building the culture and the ideas around a team. And I think for a team like OG, that's kind of perfect.
Well, let's find out what we got here from this new look OG up against a FUT Esports, a team we saw in the last bounty as well, but they fell in their first BO3 to bait. OG a similar fate against Mouse, but for a harder opponent. Fast B play, Symmetry goes down, and Demons pushed back to play retake on this site. OG get their smoke molly in, and they should get a plant.
Yeah, this is already a pretty rough retake to try and begin. You've got to wait for these smokes to fade before you can even get going. And with it quiet all across the map, you've had a lot of time to get set up in these post plants if you're OG, and you kind of piece together where FUT are coming from. Trying to walk in now. They attempt to close in.
Oh no.
On Flamus at the back of the site, but the cover there. Jukes might get one more, but Flamus has pulled the knife out, and it's all getting a little bit wild around this smoke. Jukes a dead man, and OG come through with the opening pistol to start off bounty.
It got hairy. It definitely got hairy. Cadian was playing Molly back at B door for the bomb, but they smoke it, so he has to run, cancel the plan, up the ramp, still gets 2 kills. No knives needed there for OG. A clean, considered pistol. Bringing in a nice set call here for our first round of the year. Many more to come. Force Spy comes in, but it's OG who bring pace. And hey, we're talking about Cadian on this OG team, Harry, but I'm just as excited for Flamus back in a squad. A huge piece of firepower when we saw him on VP bench soon after. But his quick rise to the top from relative obscurity prior to his major run in Shanghai. Definitely one to look out for here in these first couple of games.
He'll be leading the pack in this one.
Dear.
That's where you can expect to find him. And they will be going into this B stack. 3 players here with more on the way. Demon up close on this 5-7. First shot's going to land. Cadian takes one for the team, but then in come the team. And they're going to get out with 2 quick kills. That's cracked open the B plate. And so OG looking to course correct in spite of that Demon opener.
Oh, captain, my captain, jumping corners. But he gets the job done. And they can't spam this player out from behind default, so FUT know this is a lost cause. Going to have to walk it away and give OG that second round. OG, very decisive rounds here being called in these first couple. Knowing they're going to have a strong game plan, right? That's the benefit of picking your opponent. Being able to prep for those first few rounds, especially in a match. And especially on your map pick. So OG, nice, easy start to this game. They're going to get one more anti-eco. But before things get interesting for FUT, this is a FUT who have been on a hell of a run, so don't let these first couple of easy rounds for OG put you off. Ended last year with multiple trophies. A hell of a series win streak. Picking up the Draculan title as well. So we've still got a lot of expectation here for this FUT. A FUT that have looked stronger since we last saw them at Bounty.
Shouldn't be too much to look forward to in this round for FUT. They've lost Demon early. They're getting cut in 2 with this play out through mid. OG walking in through the red room. And even though Krabeni's nearby, he's very, very low. Trapped on the other side of that smoke for now and might just leave it to A timing push. No one watching it right now.
Oh,
Many has kills on the plate, but can't take a bite out of any of them. That's a quick turnaround to deal with him. And that golden opportunity to try and cause some chaos in this round has just gotten away from FUT. Not bad out of Launx, but he's very, very quickly left as the last man standing. They've got him boxed in here, and they'll split him from both sides. Donut and CT take the contact, and there's nowhere left to go. So there's the conversions coming through for OG to open this one up.
Seeing a lot of trust in Cadian's calling here so far from the team, and I think that's so important, right? He's a player who went to Astralis after his heroic venture, and obviously not just giving up the AWP, but joining a very experienced squad. I think, like you mentioned, coming into this game, I think the benefit of Cadian is having young players who will trust everything you say, and I think they need to in order to buy into how Cadian's going to call. So OG, full control right now, but here's where things get interesting. FUT come in with a buy. Set call from Spawn. Steps out A, they're rushing. Seems like a tell there, maybe realizing it was heavy mid from certain util. They changed their mind. They were going slow. Now OG have the sight.
Yeah, smokes to block off Donut. And at bare minimum here, you should be looking to get this bomb planted. That's coming through now. Spam connects and denies it. Cadian won't be able to plug in those numbers, and instead is to watch on as his team try to get out of this situation. They're getting closed in on now as Adam and Flamus wrestle back a couple of kills. It's down to these two.
Can't plant now.
Smokes have faded. Time's the only thing on their side, and even then they're quickly running out of it. Under a minute left now. And so need to try and thin the herd. It's going to fall to Flamus, taking some space away out towards Temple. And they're hoping more than anything that FUT make a mistake, that this silence eventually piques their curiosity, and maybe they're given a peek and a chance to grind away back into this round. Smoke picked up, will block off Donut. Flash out towards the spawn, and a chance to creep on forward. Try and open up an avenue to get this bomb planted, and there's the kill to do exactly that. Tap on the bomb, baits the spam out from Donut, and there's the confirmation. Both players on the other side of that smoke.
Nade does damage. Adam swings in. One more to find. Jukes pushing through, but they're inside the smoke. Flamus is about to walk in and finish what he started. Jukes turns back. 1v1 with him trapped. He finds the round, saving FUT from a devastating 2-on-4 that almost goes the other way. Ooh, a little bit too close for comfort in that first gun round, but FUT do pick it up. I really like how OG pieced that together nonetheless. Slowing it down, using their util perfectly, getting the info off of the spam on that fake plant. But a little bit too keen to fight in the post spawn. They get trapped out, and Jukes delivers the round for FUT. All right, KD and AWP. FUT need this round to maintain their economy. Cadian goes right out middle. Oh, full blind. Gonna live to tell the tale. Teammate won't.
Oh, it's a very aggressive round here for OG. But so far, no one's been able to get the openers. There's Spooky finally providing it, but they've taken a lot of damage for this real estate, for this space, and suddenly Spooky is trapped. Behind default is the only man actually in the site. Gonna get out with one more. He's done his part in the round. He's gotten away with two. Will that be enough as once more OG stare one of these man disadvantages dead in the face. Blow on the smoke is nice, and there's Cadian to fish back this 2v2.
Don't think you're ready for cave this late in the round, not this deep position, but OG will avoid that problem. Walking back, even if they recommit to B, it's gonna be later. Letting FUT overcook. Yet again, freezing in one of these mid-round situations. Do FUT begin to doubt themselves? They can't afford to with Launx deep in cave. Jukes doesn't need to stay here, but he's believing that OG will recommit. For how long? Flash comes in, OG still waiting. 30 seconds. Jukes is very low. One bullet from Arrows will finish him off. Cadian comes in first. It's a nice off angle. I feel like you'll be looking at long when you cross here. So this might be a kill for Zhugs. Oh, he swings.
Oh, Long's never moved a muscle. Still sat back in cave. Brings Cadian down low. He's now going to play for the kill. Time's running out and Long's closes in to mop that one up. A 1v2 there. And dealt with perfectly that whole time, right? The slowdown in the mid-round, they're hoping that FUT kind of overthink it, that they rotate a player out of position, they start to get curious elsewhere, but they never moved a muscle. They maintain that double B setup. Long's waiting back in the cave, clutches up with the 1v2 and stops Cadian in the clutch.
Yeah, that's twice over. OG have frozen and recommitted to the same bomb site, so there's already going to be a level of mind gaming in those mid-round moments here in this matchup now. FUT have read it twice over. Another clutch up, another 1v2, in fact, back-to-back for FUT. And so, again, same problem. Their economy barely hanging on, but enough to get a fall by, enough to be controlling the CT side.
This is where now, you know, I think like these last two rounds actually kind of feel a little frustrating if you're OG, because both times you've done everything right to claw back the disadvantage to get to a, you know, what kind of feels like it should be a winning position. You've ended up in a 2v1 twice over, and both times it's gone against them. You know, you kind of do everything right. Both times they slow it down, they take the pace out of it, they wait for the kills to come to them, to kind of give themselves a way back into the round. And they do everything right all the way up until that final step, as they've been clutched on once more by FUT.
Yeah, it's back-to-back 1v2s definitely leaves a sour taste in your mouth. OG are going to buy up, knowing just how susceptible this economy is. 1 AK though, it's not a lot. Spooky found his double entry last round, going to need to do something similar. FUT take control of the lane, but they can just cycle smokes here. It's going to be a bit of a waiting game for OG right now, and the longer you wait, the more obvious it is that you're behind this smoke. The whole map quiet. A well-placed flash would go a long way. What's Cadian got for us? Here we go. FUT don't overcommit.
I think whenever you set up for the lane control like that, it can always feel tempting to kind of hang around and to try and fight that first defensive, but I like that FUT were able to just duck out of there straight away and just adjust to the info, right? You don't give them a chance to fight on these Tech 9s, on these SMGs. And instead, they have to use what little they have to actually go and take this space in this site, and they've wasted a lot of time. So you'll end up in this 4-on-4 with a trade out towards the cave. Spooky on that 1 AK keeps it even. But you can see how different this round is now, right? There's 20 seconds left, and you're still going into this stack. A lot of players over towards B. Missed shot from the AWP, but Demon's going to make up for it. Symmetry might need to accomplish something here as another shot sails on past. It falls to Zhugs, playing it through the smoke, gets behind them. Cadian with the read. And now it's Lonks. Needs to add another clutch to the tally, and he gets cut on down. OG, low econ round, they'll break through with it.
Dude, I can't believe Cadian reads that gap hit. I don't know if they got info, but he should be looking CT 9 times out of 10, and he just turns around and catches that trigger discipline play. What a perfect shot, but an even bigger round for Spooky, who again finds a multi-kill. Oh, did he see him? Oh, he stepped. Jeez. No room for error on that. Big triple out of Spooky. That's OG winning with 1 AK. Pick up an AWP, put it to use, and put FUT's money down. Those back-to-back 1v1 clutches cost them. This is an exciting T-side right now for OG, safe to say, on their map pick. Cadian's got him trapped, and so Util can be thrown in, but that's when the swing happens. Flammus and Spooky trying to cover.
Oh, God.
Pistol's getting scary, getting way too close for comfort, but still OG should be fine, right?
I like this, though, right? Demon kind of gets away from middle. He could die right now with just the USP trying to fight this AK, or he can loop back into mid a little bit later, knowing that there's guns to pick up, and then assess if he wants to actually attempt this 1v2.
Well, they love a 1v2, these guys.
They do love a 1v2.
But I feel like you're just going to save the AWP.
Yeah, the AWP's dropped down there in mid.
It's too tempting, Harry. Oh, no, no, it's not.
No, it ain't. Not to Demon.
Little devil. What's he got? Double long and he's shifting ramp. It's going to take serious time, but maybe there's something to grab on the way out. No.
That all feeling pretty tempting once again, isn't it?
Yeah. Just walk it right back. Nah, I was always going to save.
I
Gotta
like
throw that volley,
though, right? It's like, if they were rammed for whatever reason in a post point, you get a kill, you can go for the 1v1, you can give it a try.
That's nice. Knows when to throw in the towel. Great eco, but not enough. This buy has to be everything here from FUT. The sleeve's off, Harry.
Ooh.
The sleeve is off.
I ain't ever seen anyone take the sleeve off.
No.
That's crazy. What are these for Demon? Are they just like the training weights? It's a weighted sleeve.
It is a kilogram in each arm. Hold me back. All right, all right, all right. OG 5-2. And when you consider the 2 rounds they've lost, it's even more impressive that they're in this position. But this is the best buy yet. Symmetry on the AWP, everything they want. And OG just full A-rush. Triple mid, they're gonna hear this coming at least. Quick rotates. Do you really commit?
Extinguish on the molly, they're going through. Smoke dropped in, lets Longs cross a little deeper, gonna get out with one. It's still being a nuisance around this smoke, doing a great job and just playing it forward, not scared by this push out of OG. That leaves it just on Flamus now, and they're closing in all around him. They've got Flamus trapped out over towards the temple. 2 in at the site, bomb dropped as well. And a world of problems for Flamus here. There's a lot being demanded of him, plays it through the smoke, he'll get shut down. That is a heads-up move from FUT, getting ahead of that exec before it even takes shape. Not opting to hang back, you know, respect the util, try and make life awkward on the spams, as we saw last time in that A play. This time, it's all about getting in the face of OG.
Yeah, such a good answer. That mid-site smoke removes so much just vision for OG, and instead of playing full retake and kind of gambling on whether you hit your smoke spams and whether you get that advantage, even then, you let OG get into nice post-plant positions, use their util, cycle smokes, FUT just cause chaos. And they take that round dominantly. 4 kills for Longs. He is feeling it up heaven at 13 and 5. And looking to get FUT back in this game now, as you've well and truly broken OG's money. An AWP and 4 pistols. FUT have done a good job of cycling util in this game, wasting a lot of time. Some of these site hits coming down to the final 30 seconds. Was position, no flash to connect, and Jugs does get headshot. Wow. Not a bad trade at all from Cadian. They're going to use that to reset around the world. Does he really push elbow? Are you really pushing through the elbow smoke right now? Oh my. Gonna get this info.
And a pretty gnarly crossfire to break through here on the B here. That's not a bad way to start. Are you ready for Krabeni? You let them get up through the ramp.
Love that.
But now hot on the heels with the backstab. Not being held, not being considered. First kill comes for free. It's that Cadian AWP knocked out. The kill followed up. Adam B trying to chase over towards Long. Has some support. Longs now arrives in the back line, and so it's Spooky backing off out towards the cave. Tucking himself in and trying to figure out how he can win this 1v2. As they've got that bomb to play around and attempting to get the line on it, he'll get chased down. Longs with a great round there. For FUT.
He's gaming right now. 15-5 was that? Just hitting every insta headshot. And also that smoke push, it doesn't necessarily tell FUT anything because they already are double B on the crossfire, but it lets him double flank. So you fall to that first player, Crabany, on the ramp. You're not expecting a second that quick. Really nice timing play to find Adam off the plant. And yeah, now OG have to truly throw in the towel. Very close round, but just nades in this one.
I mean, even in a round like this, where OG didn't have a lot to play with, they're not going super aggressive. It's slow. Seeing if they're given anything to go off of. So even with just the pistols, careful and considered, staying true to the old internet adage that you don't want to give FUT picks for free.
Make your money, OG. OG towed the line against this AWP, but finally he finds his entry. Double up for Cemetery. And there's the Deagle.
Yeah, Lonks, though, he's the guy you kind of put on the job when you really need it dealt with. 18 kills deep. He's living up to that right now. Lonks hitting hard in this opening game and looking to throw OG through a bit of a loop, right? It's OG's map pick, and with Lonks playing like this, there's a world that FUT could look to come through with a bit of a surprise to open things up and shut OG down on what was supposed to be home territory.
It was a fantastic start for OG, but a matter of time for FUT to warm in, and Lonks has absolutely done that. So OG just hemorrhaging timeouts right now. 2nd of 3 called after 10 rounds of play. Cadian's got 4,800, so he has a decision to make. Would mean armorless, and so he goes for nades AK. Another A rush, and no one's here. 4B. Oh, if only they went.
Yeah. They've been burned by this in the past, right? So
I think now they're even realizing there's no one here, there's no molly, there's no spam. And if I'm FUT, I'm ready for OG to recommit. Tried to get all the util out of them, but the AWP is ready.
Yeah, this is kind of brutal. You've accidentally played right into their hands with this slowdown. It's given FUT a lot of time to bring extra bodies over, and what was once a one-man site at most, right, and rotates far away, now short up defense with 3 players here and 2 more on very, very quick flanks. So the net is closing in over OG right now. They're a man down already, and they are so boxed in. Just look at that minimap. They are sandwiched on both sides here. If you try and go back, you're going to play right into the hands of Crabany on this backstab. And even if you deal with him, that's only the beginning of the problems. So you kind of feel like your only choice is to try and get this bomb planted. Now plug in the numbers at least, find their way into a 3-on-5 post plant, but you're really hoping for a lot of mileage out of these individuals, and with no map control, getting closed in on by these flanks, FUT break through and actually move into pole position right at the tail end of this first half.
Yeah, nice control for FUT. Slow and steady here on this retake, and they had all the advantages to go their way. That sucks for OG because you understand that they don't want to just be throwing their rounds as rushes, but in that instance, it would have worked. More likely than not, there was only one player even close to the bomb site with FUT starting 4B. So a misread as OG try and get tricky with it. And now one final swing on this T side. Mid-control again, back to the standard take here for FUT. 3 players and Flammers just gets turned to mulch. Terminated in middle. Ooh, a bit of a team flash. Didn't see how many players were there. And they're coming in.
Close on the Kriveni spam. And he'll get rewarded. Cadian feeling like a reload was imminent, tries to walk the timing forward on that smoke and gives away another. And so a 3v5, I mean, OG feels like they're constantly trying to claw back these man disadvantages, and even when they've managed to in the past, haven't felt like a safe bet to take the round over the line. Well, this time they might never get to clawing it back. It's just relentless aggression out through the cave. Kriveni really taking this round by storm. And there's that killing blow. FUT stroll through, and in spite of a slow start, slow to get going, it's a strong finish at the end of this CT side with Launx leading the charge for FUT. Lonks is eating their lunch right now. Hugo, OG on the back foot. On their map pick, it's not the way they wanted to start, right? You open up, things are going good. You get those first couple of rounds. And hell, the first few rounds you give away, they're clawed back, close losses in, admittedly, 2v1s. You lose back-to-back clutches, but likely still think you've got a good, solid half ahead of you. And past that point, boy, did FUT go on one hell of a little tear down the end of that first half. Now they move over to the T side. We're going to see how that stacks up against OG. Don't want to feel like you came into this game kind of firing on all cylinders, finding some good success out of the gates, only to have it grind to a very jarring halt. But that's what currently stands in front of OG.
5 straight rounds for FUT. As OG swapped to CT side. It's a very quiet game from Arostos right now. Oof. Headshot in middle. Spooky still considering it, but going to grant them the passage. And FUT just walking up into red.
Brett Longs is 20 and 5.
I know, it's crazy.
Not even for an end of game scoreline, that's crazy. This is the start of the second half, 20 and 5.
Ain't over yet. Oh, we saw him. Oh, lucky Longs does catch a whiff, and he takes Spooky's head off.
I mean, at this point, you're just wondering, like, how high can you go, essentially? That's the question for Longs.
We'll have to find out. Bomb down. I don't know how you win this round. Got kit smoke. Ooh, okay.
There's the chase, and...
Hello.
Oh, being able to separate these fights feels wild, but takes the mid one, now doubles back around to try and deal with Adam B. Will get out with his one, but surely that's the end of the line. He's ready to get triple swung here at first contact, and there's the killing blow. Pistol picked up for FUT, and that's going to put them on a real fast track to victory here on Ancient.
Yeah, I love the Christmas tree, man. Look at the lights glimmering. Look at it going, Harry. Celebrating the season. Maybe you should take it down.
This is the key to success, man.
It's the Christmas tree.
There's like a carton of milk under it or something as well.
What?
You see that?
Oh, maybe it's off now. The cookie's moldy.
It's like that famous song, Milk for Christmas.
Hear it in every supermarket. That's Mariah Carey, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. A little late pop out mid and Spooky not ready. And that's probably the round here. Might have to save this force on OG.
Season's beatings from Longs.
Go home. Ah, you're already there. Christmas is so 2025, Harry. Crab, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Only one.
I'm really just here for Lonks. I do just want to know, like, where is the limit? What number can he get to?
30, you think?
Easy at this point. Like, that kind of feels like it would be a poor finish, as crazy as that sounds.
Yeah, slow down, yeah.
Coming into this second half, 20 kills deep. You only finish on 30. What were you even doing in the second half?
4 rounds. He needs to get 2 kills. If they win every round, he needs to get 2 kills a round. Like,
yeah, but I hope he's saying to his team,
Harry.
like, guys, give me a couple more rounds to pad these out.
Okay,
you know?
or just get a couple more kills.
I'll play gladiator mode. You guys wait and spawn.
Yeah.
Playing around like this. Everyone else just go wait and spawn. Let's let Long.
Look at him go. He's climbing heaven.
And he's going for a cave fight.
Come on.
Oh, one of the dome brought down low, but Kriveni there to back him up.
You mean steal the kill?
That's another way of looking at it. And that is kind of what he did.
Okay, I mean, yeah, 2 KR for the rest of the game here for FUT. It's not going to be easy. But if there was a man for the job, it would be Longs. Adam pushed back by the molly. USP tucked in the sight. You're not stopping this hit. You're only slowing it down. Look away. Yeah. Just picked apart, and Adam stepping. Launx gets his 2 kills, Harry. 3 more.
He climbing. He climbing, all right.
(24-5).
See, look, no one else has a Christmas tree.
That's the problem.
Only this guy. Only the guy nearly 30 kills deep. What does that mean?
Still trying to figure it out.
The spirit of Christmas spurs him on.
Sure.
Have you ever seen Santa and Launx in the same room? Really makes you think, doesn't it? Nice set on a bit of an A fake here. His FUT try and exploit a bit of a twitchy, nervous OG in this first rifle round. They throw in a lot of A-nades, they make noise back in main. And now they lob in some util on the other side of the map, but it still doesn't feel like they're committed to this yet.
Double fake? Was that always the play? And they're going to recommit? Through the cave. 3 CTs here, all playing retake. They don't know where this is going. All they know is that FUT have used a hell of a lot of utility in this round. So back to B it is here for FUT. OGD2 pick their poison. Spooky finds Demon in middle. That's something, but here's the B hit, or at least an attempt at it. Adam and Flammers hold it down.
One back. Oh, symmetry. Okay, that's not bad. But in playing it forward, they end up feeding Aros Dos. Gonna fall onto Krabeni, but he's not been having a shy game thus far. Got 40 seconds left to work with, and he's gonna try and get tricky with it. Out of there real quick.
I heard it.
Cadian gets set up out here towards middle and plucks him out on the run across. Good awareness from Cadian where he would be given the time taken to run back through cave. And he shuts down that mid-crossing. So, all right, bit more fight out of OG. And is that an immediate pause I hear? Sounds like it.
Yes, they do something, Harry. They break the streak. It was about time. Been one hell of a game here from FUT. A team that came through last bounty, had nothing to show for us. A team that had Masuta in the lineup, and well, with this change of Launx, you're seeing the difference, shall we say. I don't want to just reduce it down to a one-man army, because I think they played some really nice CT rounds and had some good retakes, but he is definitely taking the cake right now. Because this is an OG that, as a squad, are inexperienced, are very new, with a new captain back after 7 months out of professional CS. They've only played a handful of series versus a FUT that found 4 top 4 finishes, including 2 trophies towards the end of 2025. B hit coming in.
And they've got a lot of room. Double cave set up here for OG. And so this has to net you something. One from Demon, but now they know about Adam trapped back here in the cave as they try and give chase to him. He's able to get out with a second, and it's on to Launx no less.
Oh no, DC.
Okay, not ideal. Not the
2v4.
best time for it, but maybe. There's still a world here. For Jugs and Symmetry, that's a good tap for Jugs. But brought down at 1 HP. Not long for this world. Chase given out of OG, and the gap continues to close here, down to just 3 rounds. OG bring out the guns and start finding some success to try and get this CT side going. Rounds getting cleaner and cleaner as well. And in these last couple, Launx hasn't even really been able to play into things. Dead that round over towards cave. Fell in the one prior as they tried to get in to the site itself. And so if you're able to slow his roll down a little bit, because let's be honest, right? That is the name that's caused you the most problems. If you're even able to kind of get away some of his output here, OG could still be in with a fighting chance. still have yet to really be wowed by the rest of FUT in the same way, outside of Krabeni, who's had some nice moments over towards the cave side. Felt like a pretty tall order for OG. Let's see if they're up for it.
Very paranoid right now, OG. It's a weak B site defense, playing retake now on account of the smokes. So site's gonna get given over. Spam kill would really help OG out on the post plant here. Spooky's gonna find it and just try to force any advantage they can. A little bit of luck going a long way for OG, but bomb planted. OG, it's all about synergy here in this 5v4. Trading their kills. They have every reason to win this round.
Oh, that's a good catch for Krabeni. Stops the backstab, but won't go any further as the rest of OG arrive out from the CT side. And that's the killing blow in the round.
Okay.
KD and Smoke Spam gonna get the job done. And so, you know, that could have been a stressful round when they lose the flank like that, but a solid reaction out of the guys aggressing through long and short. Able to stifle that post plant and lock in a third round in a row now for OG. And what was once a game that was very much slipping through their fingers, now back within striking distance here.
3 rounds in a row. Mid-control attempted. Jukes will get out. And OG will give it up. It's KD who's floating red room with the AWP. It's FUT just take control towards B lane and middle. They have a lot of the map and they're going to recommit into an execute. That bomb is still stuck back in elbow though. So maybe not just yet here for FUT. As OG try to re-clear middle, 4 players coming in. Long's in a great position, but they find the headshot swiftly. No chance to react on that one. 24-9, he's cooled off. Not by choice. Cadian follows up, and now they can play again, retake on this B bomb site. They have the advantage for it. FUT plunged into a very difficult 3v5. They're in.
Oh, that's a free kill out towards ramp. Back turned on Symmetry, and Cadian, the orb prying in over towards the short side, gets rid of him. Flash here could even send Flammers through, but tries to decide against it. Got lost in that smoke. Gives one away. You hope that that's not a round-defining death. Still a 4v2, comfortable spot to be in, but now they lose the cave wrap round as well. Pressure out towards ramp will get rid of Demon, and there's the crusher. Aros Dos comes through with a blinding couple of kills. OG get it down to 1.
That felt like a 2v5 was building there, and of all people to save it, I was not ready for Aros Dos. A 1-tap on ramp, and the first bullet headshot into the cave. Heroic moment here, and absolutely required. Whew. Oh my goodness. Pre-fires across the board. And OG are in this game right now. It's not just a strong start. Now they're pulling a comeback together. Can FUT break through? Pistols feel unlikely, but they catch Spooky alone in middle. 4 blinded. As the MAC-10 goes feasting towards red room, it won't get out with a gun. OG breathe a sigh of relief, not losing off of the opening gambit, but it is the B hit here for FUT.
Oh, they'll make it in with a kill. They weren't ready for Adam as a third piece out here towards long. Smoke falls in, and so for Krabeni, best play might just be to try and get this bomb planted. Instead, fights it wide in tandem.
Do it again now.
With Jugs, Aros Dos needs a clutch. Was the start of want to claw back and rescue a 5v2 that was starting to get weird for OG in that last round. Now we see if Arostos can do it twice over. This time, though, the pressure far higher. They're set up in these post plants, and he's all alone in the venture. Smoke on the bomb leads to a tap, hoping he can bait a peek out. They know he's not on that defuse anymore. Yeah. And so going back for the commit plays right into their hands. It's a low econ round, and FUT break through with it.
Oh, Krabany, who crashed a few rounds ago, comes through with a triple kill to save the day, even getting him off that bomb inside of the smoke. So just a sigh of relief for FUT, really winning an eco like that. 4v4 provided in mid. And great decision to fake the bomb as well. As OG break the smoke open, they get double killed on long side. Finally, the retake setup that they've been running all game long gets punished. I think FUT just know they can charge into this B bomb site round after round and get bomb plants and get into favorable positions. So final timeout comes from the side of OG as they try and save their map pick in this series. Followed by a FUT tech.
It's fair enough. Yeah, I mean, you know, I think in the world where FUT are able to make this kind of grasp to stop the comeback, it's going to feel really frustrating for OG when you think about kind of how they've lost this game. Because it is still close, right? You're still within striking distance of your opponent, but you just lose that low econ round, and that stops your streak, all this momentum that you were building up in the second half. But even thinking back to that first half, the couple of clawback rounds from OG that they couldn't convert in what ended up being 2v1s, you know, you've actually had multiple moments where you could have had that game-defining round come through. Now, none of that will matter if you keep things in check here. Don't let that low econ loss get under your skin. But no matter what, this one is going to come down to the wire. And so someone's going to feel robbed at the end of map one. How much is for certain?
Definitely. And OG need it more than FUT, this given that this is their map pick. Underdog in this series picked FUT, the bottom seeded team of the top 16. I can't say there were many better options. Trying to go for one of the lesser experienced squads, but a squad with a lot of firepower and a lot of recent grind experience. They've been putting in quite the shift towards the end of 2025. Oh my goodness, lots of util damage pushing down the ramp. They just fight lane and take it back. Luckily for them, no one's here, and so FUT have to pick up the pace.
I mean, you spot that lane aggression come through, you know there's going to be gaps elsewhere. It takes a lot of resources to go for that space. Lawrence was hoping he'd found one, but he doesn't, and plays right into the hands of Arostos, and Cadian even gets fed a kill out towards the spawn. I mean, this was a really, really nice setup for OG, and it's put them on a track to bring this game even closer. 5v2. Bomb still yet to go down. Finally going to get that plugged in, but the net starts to tighten around FUT. Very, very quickly, OG arrive and lock in double digits, and I really like the ideas there, right? The triple setup out towards the lane, playing it through, taking away that map control. That's how they get the opener onto Krabany. You know that he's been playing over towards Cave. And then what happens, right? Like when you kind of spot that triple take over towards lane, it's very common to try and pick up the pace elsewhere, right? And you saw that reaction from the side of FUT, that they take space out in red, they take space out towards A, and both of these areas are just being held on off angles, long sight lines by the AWP over towards A. And so that one kill so quickly spirals into 3 kills for OG.
It forces your hand so much, and OG know that. And so the second they get that entry on Krabany, they're all leaving B. Yeah. They're completely abandoning the bomb site, rotating around, knowing FUT are going to speed up elsewhere. Some of the set plays in this game for OG across both halves have looked well run. Clearly been putting in the time on this map. Can it get them a win right at the bitter end? It's brutal towards B from Adam B. Double kill down the ramp, and another advantage for OG. They've managed to lose these rounds before. But Adam right now is rivaling Lonks on this CT side.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, you know, Lonks came into this second half 20-5. So in this whole second half of play, he's gone 5 and 6.
He just sneaks out. Spooky just snuck out the smoke.
Oh, Jukes needed the double there as they aggress onto him out towards Cave. They do have this backstab for Lonks. He's been trying to get away with Red Room control throughout a lot of this second half, and he's got 2 kills on a platter right here. Lonks might be able to save the day as the lineup comes through. It's all eyes on Spooky. 1 versus 2. Gets past the AWP. And so Lonks dead. Spooky closing in for the clutch, and that is devastating.
Wow. Dude, highlight after highlight in this game right now. Clutch after clutch. Another 1v2, this time for OG. Unbelievable. That first headshot on the AWP, thing of beauty. And there was a tiny timing hit there on the flank. You felt like that was enough to win the round. OG are now matching with FUT, 11 apiece. Who's going to make the difference in these game-deciding rounds? 1 bullet hit there for Cemetery would have won the round, really. Burning in the Molotov. Lonks' 27 frag haul. He will need 30 if FUT to finish it in reg. OG back-to-back aggressive rounds towards B. They're not going to do it now. So can they trust again in their B site hold, a site that has been hit more often than not for FUT in this T side? 3 players come towards B. Cadian, Orbs, Donut. And FUT take it low and slow as they walk through the smoke.
Still missed the chance at the opener, and the fact that was able to get out with 1 felt like it would be fine. A lineup for Lonks, and this time he's got no intention of giving his life away. Same can't be said for Cadian on the other side of the map.
Not ready for that.
Last thing you're expecting is a guy late in A main.
In the open with nades out, that's gonna hurt. It's been a couple of awkward rounds for Cadian. Shot in the back last time by
Dude,
Lonks.
I can't believe that, though. The lineup for Lonks, crazy work.
2 really nice sprays for him.
I really thought Flamus had done a great job there, you know? Like, they kind of missed the window to deal with him. They catch him with nades out. He's able to get back, get away with a kill. He's very much done his part in the round, but then his teammates lined up by Lonks.
Wow. Yeah, OG going to regret swinging into Cave there. As, you know, a 4v4 that they could maybe block, try and play a bit slower. But they opt to fight FUT head on.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's one of those rounds where it's like FUT still had like more ideas they were down to try in that round. The only reason they go B is they're just handed it on a platter, essentially. When you get 3 kills in a second like that, the round is already over. But, you know, with a guy lurking back in main, with still a setup that had some room to try and develop. I think if you do block them there, that's where you get the activation of the A player. That's where you have a world to try and actually find a 4v3 and then play it out in the mid-round, make life awkward for FUT. But that doesn't happen. Such a convincing win handed to you so instantly on the back of 3 cave fights in a second, and that's all you need.
Well, you said a few rounds ago, whoever loses this game is going to feel a little bit robbed, and it definitely feels like that's going to come through now, unless OG can drag this into overtime with a glass orb and 2 rifles. FUT out middle, full control. The boost comes up, but it's too late. Look at Lonks do it. He has walked through the red room. You could call GG by looking at the map right now. Can OG do anything to combat that? I
mean, Lonks has got a free kill at least, but wants even more than that. Going to deal with one of these A-side players, and now things get real tough. The 2 guys over towards Donut. Cadian donning his weapon of choice here. Needs to leave a big impression if OG want to try and claw this one into extra time. Cadian and Adam both dead. Flamus and Spooky left in the hot seat, and with the orb bearing down upon CT, FUT look to do it in the full 24 rounds, every single one of them being needed, but they will storm the board on OG's map pick. It's spearheaded by a strong performance from Lawks, but by the end, everyone has their moments. That's FUT a map up to open up Bounty.
Because, you know, ultimately, at least it's not like a single elimination format where if you lose one BO3... Oh, sorry, wait, I'm getting word in my ear. No, it is a single elimination format. OG, they've got to step up now and save this series, or FUT will be going through to the second stage as OG just fall on their map pick. I will say I liked some of the things we saw from OG in that first game, but FUT, they have the tenure, they certainly have the players, and they have the grind set that they've been on. A lot of maps played in these last few months, and I mean with this lineup alone, last year since adding Longs, they're 26-6 on Mirage. That's an unbelievable run for FUT. So let's see if they can do what everyone should expect at this point and eliminate OG from the bounty.
Fast play out through Con. Wrapping in towards this A site. Adam's got them looking the wrong way. A free kill gifted to Adam B, but now they give chase out towards CT spawn. They get this real estate at least. Rotate for OG is coming CT ways, and so about to be this clash for the spawn control. You got a flash to try and tee it up, and flash dodged. But decide they don't want to play for it. Get out with one more before Adam B gets shut down, and here's the retake taking shape. Tap on that bomb, hoping to force some fights. Knife pulled, really does confirm it though. Defuse not being held, and Long starts off map 2 with a knife kill in the pistol. Time running low for old mate Flammus.
Wait. No way, right?
He's holding this, and there's Lawks to stop him with seconds remaining.
The smoke fade literally saves the round for FUT. That was the only way to win for Flammus. Grab the kit, get on the bomb. Hey, Lawks ended with 30 kills by the end of Ancient, Harry, so we knew he had it in him. The dog in the house, and he doubles up in this pistol with a knife to boot. I love that reaction for FUT as well. Even though it's a bit scary because of where the bomb's planted, they realize with how quiet jungle is that OG are grouping full CT with a flash. And so instead of some CT setup where they're going to get overwhelmed, they just walk towards jungle and take back so much space. It's very hard for OG to get back in that round. And that's experience on a map, right? Realizing what retake setup you're up against and going the other way. Not walking into it. So force up here for OG. Been keen to purchase. Has this young, plucky underdog. But, you know, I've been talking all about this grind for FUT, and it really has been paying off. Right now, VRS ranked number 17 in the world. They were seed number 16 in this event as well. That's quite a quick rise for a squad that was under the Na'Vi Academy just last year. So they're really getting to... Oh, Cadian. They're getting to spread their wings as a young team. Wait a second, they've been clipped.
Oh, really? 5 alive round? 4 OG? No way. No way. Oh. Juice is dead, and everyone gets out on that force buy from the OG camp. That's pretty sick.
Like we all expected, I guess. That is not normally. Crazy smoke shot for Cadian, and then everyone hits bangers. Spooky, mid-air, Deeg. And FUT. Well, they don't have a choice here. They have to buy up. Flammus looking keen. Oh dear. Gives them back their AK. Go get it.
I mean, losing your anti-eco always feels rough, but you know what feels great? Winning your force buy.
Yeah. Especially with this. This is such an ugly buy. Deagle armor. That's all.
But Deagle never feels quite as good as these rounds.
It's true. You don't have a choice. That AK puts a use on the entry.
5v3 now. 5v3, Hugo.
You're not supposed to win this one, Harry. Adam shut it down. He had a great Ancient. Oh, he calls it off. Planting with no smoke, not easy.
Now with Spooky controlling the spawn, he has just given them a little smoke to play around. But as they try and give chase, Spooky able to get rid of another, now has support, and so looking to keep this one in check after all, ROG.
Just getting the 1v1s really, and FUT had great advantage, but giving them the fights they desire, and OG look to pick it up swiftly, 3-on-5, and they don't lose a player from that point. It's a little awkward for FUT, couldn't pick their poison, but it is very difficult with no utility in a round like that. Just have to hope the Deagles connect further.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like Crizzen.
Okay.
Maybe Lawrence is trying to get in the head of Cadian.
Okay.
Cadian knows he has a Crizzen tree up in his house.
Ah, all right. I see where you're going.
Yeah. Maybe there's something there.
The Crizzen tree is up.
Yeah. Merry Crizzenmas. Little play out towards A. And a chance for Adam B to pad his stats. Ooh. Never mind. Chance for a bomb plant.
Go on.
Oh, not with that many nades raining in. My God. Have you seen this discourse around symmetry?
No. What are they
kind
saying?
Of resembling Molodoy.
Okay, I need to look at him. I feel like I know what you mean, but show me symmetry. Next round, that is. I see it. I do see it on the photo. Yeah, a little bit.
That's what everyone's saying. I keep my ear to the streets.
Okay. Oh, you're trapped, Gravity. Volley, nade. Ooh. And he still gets a headshot. His. That's unreal.
He gets his, all right.
Adam, careful. They are on default right now.
Adam, you're going to get yours, buddy. They're in the sight. They're right there alongside him. Just a contact walk out into A is enough for FUT.
It's the last thing that Adam was ready for. He goes to help his teammate on the bout player. They're pushing him triple. And FUT with some depth on this T side. It's OG left 6 feet deep.
Too much FUT talk, bro.
Oh, come on, that was good. Yeah, but that was a measurement. You
toes at play or whatever the other thing you said was.
No, that was measurement. That wasn't feet. A foot is a unit of measurement, Harry.
It's a shoe.
Nice. J-Raz, quick to it. Is your average shoe 1 foot long? Would you say?
Yeah, my shoes are. Wait, would that be big or small?
I don't know. Do you have big feet?
I have pretty average sized feet.
See, Banks is calling them FUT, but I refuse to do that. I think foot sounds funnier.
Well, also, wasn't it? Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was originally like Footballist was the team. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong on that. No one quote me on that. But that sounds right. Anyway, a new round approaches. That was a pretty seamless transition, if you ask me. Mid-control here for FUT.
It's quite short.
Stop now. You stop it, Ron. All right? Stop it, Ron.
Walking through the con smoke. Cadian. Waiting. Boom. That's one big boom for Cadian, McCare, the ramp and the palace and the con, and they're everywhere, and they're coming out now.
Nade to find Krabeni. Oh, no one able to get their kill yet. Finally, one comes through.
Smoke wasted.
And Lonks even gets away with that frag out towards jungle. Ooh. That's a lovely shot from Cadian, but just a one and done. Leaves it all on Aros DOS. Spawn control taken away. They're in good post plant here. Set up to play around this bomb. Oh. And Aros DOS doesn't even get a chance to play. Deleted on that swing. Jukes with a fantastic finisher to the round. Brings us back to a tie game.
Pop. And he's gone, just like that. Aros DOS been in many a clutch this series. Been unsuccessful so far. Poor Flamus threw that smoke out as the molly came in. So he couldn't survive in the corner, and even Cadian's cross shot actually preferred not to see that player, because then he just gets peeked close with no way to escape. So FUT have recovered here on this T side after losing to the Force buy, and flawlessly so, back-to-back gun rounds.
Yeah. FUT's recovered. They'll rest their weary soul, Hugo.
That's good. That's really good. They are athletes after all. There's a joke there somewhere. Maybe you can find it.
You'd never want to find athletes, FUT.
Oh, no.
3-all. And approaching the end of the money here, ROG. So this is one of these tipping point rounds in the game, right? If FUT are able to find this, suddenly they can start to run away with this T side, and that's not a bad way to open things up. The AWP secures the 5v4.
Was that the missed window smoke on purpose?
It actually might have been. Felt like it.
Well, actually, yes, it was. So orb entry here for FUT. They get Lonks out under as well. With that kill, OG have no idea what's going on in middle. Meanwhile, the A execute. Oh. Coming in. Lonks kicking up a fuss in middle with double smoke replenished. Got more util. Molly dropped everything. The kitchen sink, the porcelain shatters as they come through ramp. That resmoke is really well timed though from Adam. They were about to just walk in, forget the execute. It's now up to Lonks to find that entry. Here they go.
Oh, a little ugly there for Adam B, but he will get the kill, and that's what matters. Chance to follow up as well. Adam closed in on and finally dealt with. It leaves it all on Lonks, playing it forward out towards the spawn. Jump check, baits the shot, but there's layers to that defense out in CT.
Dude, Adam's put up so many nice rounds in rough spots here in this series across both maps. He has really been a delight to watch. Some excellent kills on ramp there. That was an ugly FAMAS spray off the flash, but he recovers it. On the smoke, Fate finds 2. And so it's also his smoke on ramp that ruins that round for FUT. Without that smoke, FUT just have the perfect split timing. Instead, they get caught walking through a smoke. OG. Fighting tooth and nail. Toenail.
All right, little window boost. And that's right as Spooky vacates the window. Krabeni will hear this and tries to get the crossing in now. Tucks himself in, but there's the swing out from Flamus. Now it's just left to this B play direct out through the apartments and into a stack. 3 players here. Leg shot lands. Support arrives and very little room to grow in this round. Symmetry, good for 2. Can't get past the AWP. That would be one step too far.
I was wondering what we'd get from Cadian, right? It's one thing as a captain, but it's another thing to also still be able to AWP at a high level, and I think he's been pretty reliable in this series. He's hit some difficult shots, he's hit some necessary shots. He's not taken over the game by any means, but right now on CT Mirage, he's doing his job, and you're seeing him still in supportive positions, throwing a lot of util on T sides. And so, yeah, nice game out of Cadian so far. Able to stop that clutch from coming through on the B bomb site. OG 5-3. I won't get ahead of myself. I know how much experience FUT have on this map, but it's a very good start for OG. See if they can keep it going. This round should be a gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. A round after midnight. Oh, the burn.
Ooh. Okay,
Ooh.
that's kind of nice.
That smoke is actually blooming crazy.
Oh, Flamus, don't die to the Glock. Tries to get out of there. Plays to evade. But a 4-on-4 that felt done actually could have some legs on it here with some damage put down range. It's only Glocks and this one Deagle.
Oh, no.
Can it get rewarded a kill? It's just shy of the mark. Flamus, one shot would have done him in.
Glock would have done that, I think.
Yeah. He's been given the AWP.
Not known to be an AWPer. Cadian holds on the headshot line. They cross through, and then they walk in. Not going to get through this window room, says Cadian, until he lets them through this window room. 3-on-3.
Oh, I mean, Adam again required here to put on a show. It's only pistols short. This one M4 that's been picked up. You don't even really want to give away the bomb plant. He's bought time for his teammates, and well, that was... There you go.
I actually respect it. You don't want to get killed after the time, so just burn up. Yeah, it's the haircut, Harry. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like the old Molodoy haircut. Before he, you know, he knew he was that guy.
When he realized he was like the main character of Furia, he got a new one.
You see his drip at the awards? As you,
yes, actually, I did.
yeah, as you frantically Google.
No. I was just looking at a photo of him. just a picture of Molodoy. But no, yeah, I saw it, dude. It was sick.
Cadian boosted up and
dude, I mean,
the 5-4.
Cadian's come into Mirage here, right? Probably feeling like this is one of the maps that OG have got to put some more time and effort into improving. And so he's like, you know what? We're online. For old time's sake, I'll do it myself. He's had some good memories on this map as Cadian.
Cadian, you can't win BLAST Bounty like this.
Well, he's certainly trying to at 10-4, topping the charts in the server. And an opener here in this very important round now. That's a huge double for Jugs out towards the ramp. Cadian once again finds himself in the right position, but with no shots landed, it might finally be time for FUT to put another on the board.
Seeing all these cheeky little plays for FUT, right? The contact walkout A in the first gun round, the smoke con, and then they both push through it as soon as the smoke lands. Like, they know they can ruffle some feathers and catch OG with some weird rounds. And so far, it has netted them a couple of gun rounds in this T side. Nice to see. But still, I mean, some of the individual moments coming from OG, definitely worth noting. It has kept them in this map. It has kept them in the bounty for a single elimination format. But you need 2 wins to go to LAN. 32 teams in online play. 16 in the next stage, and then the top 8 come to Malta to battle it out. Lots of money on heads. OG come hunting for this $15,000 bounty. Missed window. Warp's not peeking. Now, is that on purpose? Maybe they're faking the AWP as middle, Harry, so they can send it B.
Damn.
Ooh.
There's layers to this.
That's the thing, because you never know these days. You never know who's missing smokes, who's purposely missing smokes.
That's why you can just throw the smoke even if you don't know it.
Yeah, and just say,
then you just say, I missed
part
on
of the
purpose.
Plan. All part of the plan. It's deeper than you think.
All right, they're going over towards B. Oh, con timing here for Launx could be good as he's going to squeak on past this player in connector. Ends up behind enemy lines, but his teammates trying to get through this B site. While the flank timing opens up, that's really ugly out of Launx.
One more there.
Star of the last game, but can't get it going in this map. And with him shut down, it's going to fall onto Cemetery and Jugs, but with this backstab closing in, Barrel spotted, the AWP knocked out, and Jugs not able to survive long enough with the apartments flank right there. OG promptly back to their winning ways here, and at bare minimum, have secured a one-out CT half.
Yeah, it's kind of a frustrating game right now for FUT because they're getting in good positions, they're running set rounds, but they're just missing their shots, which is not what we saw last map, especially for Launx, right? He cancels on the connector flank as his team lose short control, double short spotted, comes up bench, misses his full mag, and pays the price for it. There's a couple of kills like that you need to get if you want to win a round like that, which is essentially just 3 players walking out B apps. But OG just have every position, kitchen short and the apps flank. They find a 7th. Feeling very good right now. And getting a little bit eager. Flamus rushing top middle. Inside of the smoke. Call him Snacks.
And he knows he has won. Tries to sweeten the deal. Not able to get away with the second. A fast pop out through the apartments as once more B is the end destination for FUT. They're going to get in with a bomb plant, and this is one of the best situations they've been in thus far over towards this B site. A 3v3 and time to get set up in this post plant.
It's going to be very late for Spooky on this flank, and he's going to have to run it as well. So if they get further info, no nades left to play with for FUT. Will OG choose to throw their mollies in and try and clear positions? They are on the clock right now. Spooky has to hit that shot, and he does. Over the top of the van, dropped by Adam as Krabany is left in the 1v3. The time is the only thing on his side, but the util perfection for OG as they come through on an unlikely map and take an 8-round CT side against FUT.
Hey guys, this is Mahone, and I'm going to break down how the pros hold short on Mirage so you can do it just like them too. Let's go. At the start of the round, typically you'll want to throw a flash at the top of mid to push the T's back. This flash hits anyone standing between top mid and the chair, ultimately creating space for you to peek middle. The top mid flash creates an avenue to peek middle, but you also have to worry about someone coming from underpass. To deny the possible T coming from underpass, you can throw a Molotov at the entrance to prevent them from getting to bench. This gives you more safety when you fight top mid. The top mid flash and underpass Molotov are good tools to help you fight, but before you reach that point, there's a chance a T could cross the initial angle before you get to bricks. This is possible if the T has the best spawn and your teammates at window and connector get smoked out. If this happens, you can Molotov the bricks and progress as the Molotov is still up. But if the T's don't push up, a great angle to hold is between the bricks and the corner, where you can't be seen from chair. This is strong because T's tend to clear the bricks angle on the right corner, but not exactly the spot in between. This also allows you to be close enough to spot if a T runs up connector. Another spot you can use is on the ledge in front of ladder room. Holding this specific spot matches up with the right end of the bench, so if T's jump onto it, you'll be able to catch them mid-air. Being up close also allows you to see the T even if they crouch, whereas if you stand further back, the T now has the option to crouch for cover. If you want to get a deeper view into mid, you can get a boost onto the bricks. From here, you can catch T's running down the slope of mid from an elevated position, and even if the T's throw a smoke at Cat like this, you'll still be able to see over it. Now, these are some great positions to play on short, but you'll likely want some flexibility to move to ladder room. The best way to do this is to throw a smoke at the front of catwalk. Not only does this block the T's from pushing up, but now you can move to ladder room without being caught. Being in ladder room allows you to defend against Ts coming up short and through window at the same time. You also get access to this position on the cement blocks in window to spot the cross towards connector. Ts often overlook this position since they're clearing the top of connector when they enter. But holding short is just one part of being in this area. What are some other ways to help your teammates? If you don't use your smoke for front cat, you can also use it to re-smoke the bottom of connector, which slows down the T's map control. If a B push comes in, putting yourself right up to the bricks gives you an isolated fight for the window. The power behind this is that the bricks actually covers up many of the common flashes that pop towards the B site. For comparison, exposing yourself to the site with the same flashes would look like this. Now, despite everything you can do as the short player, don't forget you can start the round by going through window instead of B site. If you make the cat jump, you can contest mid far earlier. And instead of jumping on cat, you can also go for the ladder room jump. Being in ladder allows you to cut off any Ts who go fast towards short. But if you peek middle from ladder room, keep in mind a T with the best spawn can already make it to second chair. And that was the last piece on how to hold Mirage short like the pros.
We've been impressed with what OG have brought to the table here on Mirage. The year might have ended on this map pretty horribly, getting 13-1 on their last outing, but far more successful campaign here on FUT's map pick. 8-4 up at the end of that first half. Cadian putting in a mammoth shift, but everyone pulling their weight. Adam had some really crucial holds over here towards A, and Spooky started to find his voice as the game went on and all. So, OG, a strong start here in the pistol could put them on a fast track to make this a 3-map series after all.
Yeah, FUT struggling without the 30 bomb from Longs, but maybe it's a team effort on this CT side as everyone punches forward and finds a kill in this pistol. 4 frags in just a second as Spooky's left in an unlikely clutch. Return to form for FUT, much required after pretty dismal T side. And there's the shot. Team ace, in fact. Everyone gets it done there for FUT in the pistol round. And we're back on. Oh my goodness. No wonder he's not dropping 30 kills. He's getting flashbanged. It's a Christmas attack.
Why would you have the light set to that? Like, I couldn't think of anything more obnoxious while you're trying to play. Like, already, the changing Christmas lights just ambiently in the background is already quite a lot for the human brain to handle. But you're gonna put it on the strobe mode?
Can someone tell him to turn him off for his own sake, I think. He's getting fully spammed.
Outside of like starting a small fire in your waste paper bin, like that's one of the, this is maybe the second most distracting thing.
And at least that's consistent light.
Yeah, know? Well, for a bit.
And then it gets bigger and bigger, and then we're gonna need a tech. OG have loved forcing in these second rounds. The fact that I remember that makes me think they haven't won a pistol. I'm wrong, they have. They won 1 pistol out of 4.
I mean, a lot of room given away here, right? Plant found, leaving it to the retake, but it's a double-edged sword. It's also let these pistols close in. Ooh, try and play around the fade of these smokes. They're looking for real estate out here towards the jungle, going into a crossfire, but you won't get out with a multitude of kills. Instead, you end in this 3-on-3. Now, a lot of damage done the other way, but a dig back out over the stairs will serve to complicate matters here. You're constantly looking over your shoulder. Know there's a player cut loose out towards Palace, but a good catch down there in Con. Arostos stopped in his tracks, and with seconds remaining, defuse grabbed for FUT.
To think that if Adam is turned a little bit more into that corner and his feet aren't showing, his barrel isn't giving away his position, they probably win that round. It is, in fact, a FUT shot that wins FUT the round. Finding that last second defuse with no kit as well. against an OG who are making a force fight work. That got way too close for comfort, but great cover for Lonks. 3 insta smokes.
Anyone with podophobia, this is the worst game for you.
Double window smoke and he still gets ahead of it. I'm guessing that's fear of feet?
Yeah, the fear of feet.
That's a weird fear. Just the 1 foot, actually. Bomb plant provides a little bit more here for OG, but for the most part, it's just flat pistols.
Oh, good flash. Even better, full blind shot. Oh, crazy little double down there in Con just to stop the spillover. And so going to get this down to a 1-round game. Now, the B site is empty. And Adam's moving in. Oh, here's that step back in the market. Knows there's a player nearby. That info goes both ways, but still, you've managed to lock in a bomb plant here. That's already a nice feeling for OG. It's going to go no further, but some extra money made just to leave them with more options in this first buy round.
Yeah, back-to-back bomb plants. No kills in this one, but enough to make this second half interesting now as FUT try and pull the comeback, and 2-0 this series. Definitely a shot at it now, despite a really ugly looking T side with a lot of cool ideas, but none of the shots hitting. And a lot of, to be honest, very off-meta ideas, it felt like. You know, con smoke pushes, contact plays. So here we go for OG. Cadian's AWP smoked early.
I like that OG have taken all the pace out of this return to rifles. Because FUT weren't really sure that the type of speed they were going to come through with in this round. They've already burnt through a lot of their blocking util, and now they go a man down as well. Mid control taken, and Uri is starting to really shape up on this A play. That's a good shutdown out towards the connector. Jukes with a double. And that might have just saved the day for FUT. It's only Cadian and Arostos left, and not for long, it's just the AWP. 1v4 attempt for Cadian. He's got 30 seconds left, and he might just commit to the save here.
They're coming for him.
Oh, rough miss. And the moment you do so, that AWP knocked out of play.
And picked up as well. Jukes gets 4 kills, saves that AWP. Huge round out of him. And I think OG can probably feel this one starting to slip away with 4 rounds straight and an eco to follow. I mean, they could buy. It's just going to be lacking on a couple of players. Could still get 4 AKs. I think OG will probably try and make this work. But that is 2 very clean rounds back to back, so temptation of breaking FUT's money is not there. OG burning timeouts. The fact that FUT haven't used any with how that first half went, they just brushed it off. And with the amount of, you know, smoke pushes and almost random plays, it felt like at times, maybe you're ready for things to go wrong. You're not too miffed when it does. So 1 AK here for Spooky and a bunch of pistols. What's Demon gonna do when he spots him coming?
Another day, another Demon B hold. Here's him closing in, gets out with the first, but wrapped on over towards the bench. Demon only gets out with one, and this B hold crumbles in the face of these Tech 9s. Weighing up an awkward decision here. Money's fine, and you feel like you don't want to give them a route back in, but an unlikely 2v4 ahead of FUT. They find that first. Jukes plays it forward out through the market and will have one on his screen for free.
Uh-oh.
This is starting to get away from OG. Damage connects on a Flammer, softening him up at the back of the site. Spooky committed to a wrap round in through the market. Will have the element of surprise, sure, but firing off. Got to act quickly now. Tech 9 up close from Flammus. Hopes to put a stop to this. Won't be time for the defuse, and so OG, by the skin of their teeth, will convert on that force buy.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe Spooky gets away with it. That felt like he was going to hunt them on the exits, trap the, or shut the back door, but instead FUT almost make a 2v4 happen. MVP is Flammus with the fearless push through the smoke, finding Demon after just a single kill on the B-bomb site. Goes on to stall and buy so much time. So OG win it with one gun. That was an eco. In a round they could have even justified a buy, but a safe purchase, and now they get all the reward. OG first T-side round locked in. Kicking up a fuss on this B-bomb site as Flammus rushes short side. There's 4 players here for FUT though. None of that mattering as they all get thrown to the wayside. These rotates cut off. Double for Adam. And backs turned. I don't know how OG managed to fake that so well, but those short players not even looking at middle. And it is flawless out of OG. Wow. What a recovery.
There's kind of no better feeling than playing into the stacked bomb site and getting out with a flawless round, right? Like your opponents had you right where they wanted you, and you still dealt with them all. You know, that's just a huge confidence boost here for OG. Massive surge in the right direction as this game was closing up. Putting themselves back into the lead and doing it very, very convincingly across the last 2 rounds.
And finally, the timeout is coming in, and I'm sure some frustration for FUT with how these rounds have been going. Very much caught off guard by the pace of that one. What a recovery from OG in this T side, ready to write them off. Now the game and the strong track record on Mirage for FUT starting to dwindle. 2 rifles.
Oh, play out in a mid, and it's a lot of aggression here from FUT. OG maybe expecting a little more respect there on the mid play.
Or expecting a little less money.
That's where the rifles would be found, out there in middle. And they put them to work. Good position here for FUT just to keep this game competitive, leave themselves with a chance to close the series on Mirage. They win this round. Task still within their grasp, and they will shut down this A play. The final 2 removed. Back to a 1-round game after all. FUT end up counting their lucky stars. They get those mid-fights they were looking for. They're teed up to play around that. It's where they put all their firepower in the round, and it works wonders.
It's really well played, making the ladder jump to get a very quick swing off of short. Demon lines up, a lot of damage. And Crabini swings off him. So FUT win an unlikely round. And they do what Cadian was up to in that first half, or boost, only a tag though. Crabini blocked the window smoke and plays on the lip ahead of it. OG are looking for that B hit, but boost up in window denied. And oh, Crabini just swings for both. Again, back turned on short. Flamus finds a way.
Oh, they hear the molly hit longs as well. Spam will connect, softening him up, and he won't get out with anything. It's another kill from Flamus as he looks out towards the market, denies that first point of rotation.
3 on 5, now 3 on 2. I don't even know how Flamus got up short.
Bomb's going A with Cadian. Oh,
guys,
hang on a
you fake B,
second.
I plant A. But if he plants for short...
Is this an overcook?
It might
or is
be,
this...
but plant for short, and it's fine. They can come back short, they can cover the plant.
There is smoke on Demon.
FUT don't know. FUT will have no idea, right? Oh, it's dropped. They didn't hit the bomb. Now they know. But again, it's the post-plant position. Demon's smoke on bomb is the only thing that complicates
and kit
this.
for Jugs as well.
Oh, no.
I don't know, man.
Get
this
off that
could
B
still
side right
get
now.
weird. And they're playing around this. They've got double AWP to try and stop the defuse.
AWP is not the gun.
The wrong gun right now because of that smoke being in play.
I mean, he can still just hit the shot. It's a nice plant for him. They need to get on it. They're playing very, very late.
Oh,
Cadian.
there's Cadian dead. And they've smoked it really, really wide. They know about this play around short. Oh, dear. Defuse being held, and FUT have stolen it right from under their noses. You could almost see that happening from a mile away.
I like the idea, but yeah, they just take too long to come off the B side. Like, why are both players committing short? You know, was it Spooky or Adam also there? Would love to play it a run and meet them in the middle. Come through connector. Offer some help. That's a frustrating round to lose. They could have just planted B.
Yeah, that's an overcook.
That is an overcook.
That is an overcook.
It's justified by the result, isn't it? Because they could just plant B and they probably win. It's 3 on 2. It was 3 on 5. You did the hard job.
And that was
Cadian takes the bomb.
It was
A.
also the story kind of ancient, you know, where they kept wrestling back these impossible rounds, where essentially they'd done the hard part and it was tying it up that was the problem.
How did Flamus even get up short in this round? I don't know. While the window boost was happening.
Also, where the fuck gonna remember the short exists?
It's true.
I feel like they keep dying and just one guy running down short.
Back turned every time. Oh, OG.
Everything about that round, man.
OG, that hurts. That
It's
really
fine.
hurts.
Let's see if they can compose themselves. It's a really, really, really rough round. A bit of a stomach churner to have given away. And now they go a man down to open up this one. Chase through the connector, doesn't come through, and it's kills all across the board for FUT. End up in a 3v2. And a chance to leapfrog OG right at the final few rounds of play.
No way. Dude, I'm never going to forget that 3v5. And now, FUT with the game staring them dead in the face. That was an opportunity for Demon. He'll let Cadian live. So he can just walk that bomb back to us.
I do like that he didn't overcommit to that, right? I think it would have been so easy when you get the first shot in to try and hang around and deal with him. But likewise, if you give that kill away to Cadian, things could get real awkward. Instead, it's pressure down towards ramp, knowing that at worst, you've got a 1v1 there. Able to find that was Crabeni, and now a smoke in to stop Cadian in his tracks. If he waits for that, he's going to be left with about 15 seconds.
Oh, but how about we walk right through and we meet inside of it? Cadian, looks good, but it's not because he's not ready on the smoke fade for Crabeni to be holding this. Crabeni knows this is very likely, and so he's ready for Cadian in the site. 11-10 now. FUT take the lead back late in the day, and this 2-0 might be theirs in a stressful match for OG where they have shown some tenacity.
How can you not be thinking as well about the 3v2, man? Yeah. Like, if that mistake comes through later in the game, I think you're well within the mindset to be able to turn it around. But that is like a game-defining loss. And you know, you'd like to think that for someone like KD and being so experienced, he'll be able to brush that off, but it's the rest of the team, right? If that gets under their skin, in any metric, really, anything less than what they've been giving us won't really be enough to take this map. And so even a slight slowdown, just questioning decisions a little bit more, things not flowing, it's all going to slow your roll very late in the day.
It's just so funny because it's such a classic Cadian move, isn't it? It's like a Cadian clutch play, but we all saw what happened. Hurts more, I think, because it was 3v5 and they did the hard job and then snuck under their noses. OG have had some time to talk it over. Coming up connector. Gravity? Oh my goodness, not even looking. They all rush through con. Juke's under balcony and the AWP would cover. No problem here for FUT. It's only pistols after all. Lamus, final ditch attempt, nowhere. And now OG, this is it. This is your bounty lifeline hanging in the balance. Got to get 2 rounds, take it to OT, close it out, or it's FUT going to stage 2.
A couple of chances to do so. And this move from OG, picking the bottom seeded at the top 16, 16th seed in FUT as their opponent to try and take down in this opening stage. Well, it might not have panned out. Aggression out here towards the ramp side. OG at least find a 5v4. Man advantage at a critical juncture in this game. It will be a grind into overtime for OG, right? There's no free path here. It's not like you're going to break the money of FUT at any time on this 2-round streak that you need to lock in overtime. So if you want to long it out, it's going to be rifles v rifles in all of these rounds. Got to start by converting on the 5v4. Cadian trying to lead a charge out towards short, will get shut down. But he was just a fake designed to try and misdirect FUT. Jukes heard a step there and a chance to react. Springs out for 1. Now they know it's the A play. Rotate starting to come through. Peeks from short, could try and cut down the con component, but Spooky's already dodged this. Smoke in the way as well. It's a 3v3. Missed shot from that AWP, and the plant will come through. No, it gets denied. Spam connects from Demon. And now time running low. They get past the AWP, but they never feel comfortable here in this 2v2. One picked up, swing again from Demon, gets put down. 10 seconds to try and finagle a victory here. Lonks creeping forward, the start of Ancient, hoping to move in for this clutch. Close on the spam, but not meant to be as Adam B puts on the ace.
Unbelievable round from Adam B, the fake time and time again, and even finds Demon on short. He was the fly in the ointment. He was the guy causing chaos, dropping that bomb through the smoke, and Adam wins out that 1v1 to finish it all off. He has been the standout player for OG across both maps of this series, and he just saved them from elimination with an ace at the end of regulation. OG are still here. Unreal. If that's not enough, what is? FUT thinking. Here we go.
if you're OG here, you just can't get ahead of yourself, right? It feels great that Adam's just aced to win that last round, but job is not done. You can't come into this one riding too much of a high. You've got to remain focused. As we say, you know, there were going to be guns all the way to the end of this. All the way to the end of regulation. And so the grind never stops here for OG. Kreveni somewhat lucky to still be alive there, even though he's teed up with a flash. There were a lot of players ready to punish a connector peek.
A hit with the mid lurk, missed window. I don't know. That one was purpose. As they break con, they won't know about Spooky, but this is still OG trapped out on ramp. 4 players, 40 seconds, smoke in the way. Is that a re-smoke? No, Molly down. Even more time bought, but Spooky's getting closer. 30 seconds, no room for error.
Oh, there's the opening kill from this orb, and a second found.
No.
Symmetry on a tear! Hat-trick from him, fed these kills out of the ramp side, and the ace from Adam B might just be a bittersweet memory at the end of this one. It's FUT pulling up with the opening round win here in Bounty, shutting down OG in convincing 2-0 fashion. End of the line for Cadian's OG.
It might have been the end of the line for Cadian's OG, but FUT